Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
Hi everyone and welcome to the Cognitive Recalibration Podcast. As always, I'm your host Shravan. We've got Taran here with us.
Hey everyone.
Happy New Year to everyone. 2021, we're here. So what we're going to do in this episode, we do it every year, but this year it's going to be a little bit different just because of the kind of year that 2020 was. We're going to look back at 2020, talk about some of the movies that came out in 2020 and some of our favorite releases of the year. And then we're going to look forward to 2021 and talk about our most anticipated movies, which might look a lot like our most anticipated movies from last year, but let's see. Are you excited?
No. To put it shortly. No.
All right. So 2020, let's look back at it. Usually we have a lot to talk about because we could talk about our favorite movies of the year, the top releases in terms of box office. Because of COVID-19, obviously there weren't many big releases, and most of the anticipated movies that we had for the year didn't actually end up releasing. So I guess the 2020 section of this episode is not going to be very long, but let's see what we can talk about in terms of the box office, because there were some releases and there were some surprising results, obviously much lower than 2019. What was the highest grossing movie in US domestic for 2020?
US?
Yeah, US.
Oh, Tenet?
No.
No, it was probably like Bad Boys for Life or something.
Yeah, it was Bad Boys for Life. Bad Boys for Life made $206 million in US. It came out in January and it was at the top of the charts for the whole year. What was the second highest? Again, you'd have to go back to like pre-COVID.
Bloodshot?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 146 million. Birds of Prey was third. Doolittle. No one thought that movie would be in the top 10, but it's number 4, made 77 million. Invisible Man, Call of the Wild, Onward, which had a abbreviated release because of COVID. So it only made 61 million, but it released shortly afterwards on Disney+. And then your movie, Tenet, is at number 8. So it only made 57 million in US domestic. We'll talk about the worldwide in a second. Croods: A New Age, a recent release. It's actually done pretty well. So that's at 34 million and it's at number 9. And number 10 is Wonder Woman 1984. So it's still running, but it's probably not going to get too much higher on this chart. It's 28 million at the moment. Moving on to worldwide. So worldwide, I'm going to ask you a question. How many of the worldwide movies are in English in the top 10?
No idea. I know there's a lot of Chinese movies in there, though.
Yeah. So number 1, 2, 4, 8, and 10 are all foreign language films. So most of them are Chinese. But an interesting thing is this year, despite COVID-19, Japan had or is about to have its highest grossing film ever in Demon Slayer. So Demon Slayer, it's number 4 in the worldwide charts. It's made about 374 million, and that's predominantly all from Japan. It's just interesting that they're about to get their highest grossing film ever. So the highest grossing film ever before this was Spirited Away from 2001, and no films actually beat that, but this is very close to beating it, Demon Slayer. Don't know much about it, but yeah, it's an animated movie. What was number 1?
It was a Chinese movie. I don't know what it's called. Some Chinese movie. Yeah.
Yeah, so number 1 was The 800, a Chinese movie. Number 2 was My People, My Homeland, also a Chinese film. So the highest grossing film of the 800 made 461 million. Bad Boys for Life is the highest grossing English language film. So it's at number 3 and it made 426 million worldwide. Where do you think Tenet is on this?
In the top 10 somewhere.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
it's
300 or something, I think.
Yeah, it's at number 5. It made 363 million. Sonic the Hedgehog is at number 6. Doolittle is in the top 10. It's at number 7. The other Chinese film was Jiang Zia, which is also an animated film. Birds of Prey is at number 9. And The Sacrifice, which is also a Chinese film, is at number 10. A bit about the 2020 box office. So China overtook North America as the world's largest box office for the first time in 2020. So first time ever, actually, that any other country has overtaken North America. China generated $2.7 billion in theatrical revenue compared to North America's $2.3 billion. Obviously, there's a massive asterisk with all of these records because of COVID-19. For the first time in box office history, 2 non-American animated film productions, so Demon Slayer being one of them and Jiang Ziya being one of them, have been the highest grossing animated films of the year. And the last time this happened was 1987. And do you know what that movie was in 1987 that was the highest grossing animated film of that year?
No.
It was Doraemon. I didn't realize this was such a big movie, but yeah, Doraemon made about 13.1 million in 1987, and that was the highest grossing animated film. The other animated films that came out that year were The Chipmunk Adventure, Care Bear's Adventure in Wonderland, Royal Space Force, that was also a Japanese film, and then The Brave Little Toaster. That must have been a year when Disney just didn't have an animated movie. Let's move on to what we thought of 2020. There was not much really to talk about. So what is your favorite film of 2020?
I don't have one. I'm not going to even say anything about 2020. Like, it's a shit year. Like, nothing came out that's worth even talking about, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was like streaming stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, so. I don't know. I watched some of it and I didn't watch any of it. I don't think there's enough content to say best movie, worst movie for this year.
Yeah, probably. I think you're probably right. The only movie that stands out to me as being really good was probably Soul.
I didn't even think that was like really good. I thought it was okay. I wouldn't say. I think in other years it would have been swept under the rug a little bit more. It was good, but nothing stands out for me.
Usually we have awards for different movies of the year. So, you know, animated movie of the year, horror movie of the year. This year we probably won't be able to do that anyway. So we'll skip straight to the most anticipated of 2021. Just to rehash what we did last year, we had anticipated lists each, and I'll just go through what your one was and what my one was and how many of them actually came out.
I think only one of mine came out.
Yeah, so your list from last year was The Kingsman, didn't come out. Tenet did come out. WandaVision, about to come out. Eternals and Dune. Well, all of them except Tenet didn't come out in 2020.
And Tenet was shit.
My most anticipated was, I actually had Soul in my most anticipated. And Last Night in Soho, the Edgar Wright film, didn't come out. Dune, Eternals, and Tenet. So only Tenet being the one coming out.
And Soul.
And Soul, yeah. Soul just came out in 2020, yeah. Let's move on to the film schedule of 2021.
Let's go through it.
And you got to tell me if it's good or bad as I go through it.
Yep.
If it's going to be good or bad, just like we did.
90% of them are going to be bad, just letting you know.
Okay, no, you got to do two things. So you got to say whether it's going to come out, and if it does come out, if it's going to be good or bad.
Well, none of these are going to come. I don't know. The world is in a shit place, so who knows when things are going to come out. So, some of these more recent stuff might not come out.
January, there isn't really much, which is what it's
not
usually
surprising.
like. Yeah. February, there's a Cinderella movie coming out.
Never heard of it.
It's got Camilla Cabello.
Oh, is this a Netflix thing?
No, it's Colombia.
Camilla Cabello, the singer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's in it. It's Sony Pictures.
Shit.
Okay. February, there's not too much either, which is generally what it's like. Nothing really to mention. On the 26th of February, there's Tom and Jerry.
Shit.
There's Cherry coming to Apple TV Plus, starring Tom Holland.
Tom Holland one. Yeah. I know. It'll probably be good for a certain audience. I don't think I'll enjoy it that much, but it looks like some people may enjoy it.
Directed by the Russo brothers.
Yeah. It looks like a very Oscar bait kind of film.
So on the 5th of March, there's actually 3 releases. One's going straight to Amazon Prime, so Coming to America, starring Eddie Murphy. Chaos Walking, starring Tom Holland. He's going to have a release 2 weeks in a row. Chaos Walking, starring Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley. And Raya the Last Dragon, the Disney film. Raya the Last Dragon is coming straight to Disney Plus.
I haven't seen anything about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll probably be a certain amount of good. Some people will probably like it. Be as good as most Disney movies are, I guess.
So it's doing the whole Premier Access thing that Mulan did.
Okay, you'll probably be, general Disney animated quality movie.
And Chaos Walking?
I don't know. It doesn't look great. Probably not good. Shit.
Okay. And it's been delayed multiple times, so
Yeah.
So
it
just
doesn't
that-
sound
Yeah.
like, well, everything's been delayed multiple times, though.
yeah. But this was delayed even before delays were a thing.
Yeah.
12th of March, the very next week. So you can see that I think if everything comes out when it's meant to come out, which it won't, this year's going to be pretty packed. So the very next week, there's Kingsman.
I'm hoping it's good.
Who's it directed by? It's directed by Matthew Vaughn. Moving on to April. This is when it starts getting really packed. So 2nd of April, there's 2 releases, No Time to Die and Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway.
Both shit, like I said last year.
Yes, yeah. 2 weeks after that, there's Mortal Kombat, which is coming straight to HBO Max, as well as theatrical, where it can release theatrically.
It'll probably be shit.
Probably.
The good kind of shit.
Yeah, it might be fun. The week after that, there's Quiet Place Part 2,
Good, hopefully.
along with Last Night in Soho, which is
Also good,
hopefully
hopefully.
good. 2 weeks after that, so we're moving into May, there's Black Widow.
Also hopefully good.
2 weeks after that, there's Godzilla vs. Kong, which is also HBO Max and
Hopefully.
theatrical.
Hopefully slightly good.
Same day, there's Free Guy.
Which is also hopefully good.
The week after that, there's F9 and the Cruella de Vil movie.
Both will be shit. F9 probably the good kind of shit though.
Yeah, yeah. Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It in June, the first week of June. Ghostbusters Afterlife,
I don't know. Might be alright.
Paul Rudd and who else is in it?
Stranger Things kids.
Yeah, Stranger Things kids. There's a Pixar movie coming out in June, Luca.
Haven't heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't seen much about it either. I think there might be a trailer out there somewhere, but I haven't seen much about it. And the last week of June, Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
It'll be the good kind of shit.
Well, it's directed by Andy Serkis. I don't know. It might be good.
What has Andy Serkis directed before, other than that Jungle Book movie, which no one liked because it was really sad and depressing?
He's made other movies though, right? Let me check.
The only other movie I know is the sad and depressing Jungle Book movie. Not the Jon Favreau one, the other one that no one watched.
Yeah. The one that came straight to Netflix, right? He's obviously acted in a lot of films. Yeah, he's done some smaller films. He did a movie called Breathe, but yeah, not much.
Yeah, so it doesn't exactly instill confidence.
July, Top Gun Maverick.
Shit.
Why do you think it won't be good?
Because Top Gun's a property from the 80s and no one cares about Top Gun anymore.
Okay. Same day, Minions Rise of Gru.
Shit.
Week after, so we've got Shang-Chi, which is the second of the Marvel movies we're seeing this year.
Hopefully good.
Second of the 4, yeah. Forever Purge is the same day. Uncharted, the movie, is the week after that.
Given gaming movies' track record, probably not good, but hopefully good.
Space Jam: A New Legacy, same day as
I kind of want it to be
Uncharted.
good, but it'll be bad good. It'll be bad. Like even the first Space Jam isn't good, but I like it. So
yeah.
it'll be like that kind of good.
So the Looney Tunes in this one?
Yeah. What do you mean? It's Space Jam. How could they not be in it?
No, as in like, are they characters or is it just Looney Tunes? And oh no, it's got Bugs Bunny on the he's at top billing.
What do you mean? He's the main character.
LeBron James
Is
and
there
Bugs
Looney
Bunny.
Tunes in Space Jam? That's the stupidest question you've ever asked.
No, because Looney Tunes they're not that popular now, are they?
No, but
Yeah.
it's Space Jam, so
Like back then they were popular, I think, but I feel like they're not that.
no, they're not. I think it'll be. I hope it's as good as the first one, which is not good, but I like it.
Jungle Cruise is coming out in July. I think it's like exactly a year after when it was meant to come out.
They'll be like as good as all those mediocre Dwayne Rock Johnson movies are.
Like Jumanji.
No, like Rampage and that one where he's on
Skyscraper.
a tall building. Yeah,
It might be better than those. I don't know. Those aren't that good.
yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
that level.
August, The Suicide Squad.
Yeah, hopefully good.
There's Don't Breathe 2. I haven't seen Don't Breathe 1, but
Me neither.
I heard it's pretty good. The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
I've seen the first one. It's not great. It'll probably be as good as that one. It's a decent time. It's an okay time.
There's another Resident Evil movie.
That'll be terrible. Oh, no, that's the new one, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're hoping they'll be okay. It's meant to be truer to the games.
The games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Death on the Nile.
Shit.
Kenneth Branagh directorial. Who's in this one? So there's Russell Brand, Gal Gadot. I'm just looking at the names that I know. Armie Hammer.
It's got that chick that looks like Margot Robbie. I don't know her name.
Is that Rose Leslie?
No, that's she's in Ghostbusters.
Okay. Well, it's not Annette Bening because I know she doesn't look
No.
like. Dawn French.
No.
Emma McKay.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
What else is she in?
She's in this show called Sex Education.
Don't know anyone else. Who's Letitia Wright? Is
She's Black Panther's
sister,
sister.
right? Shuri. Yeah, she's in it.
I don't like Death on the... No, I don't like... What's the other one? Murder on the
Orient
Orient
Express, yeah.
So I doubt I'll like this one.
October. I don't know if this is still going to happen, but June on the 1st of October. Still HBO Max and Warner Brothers. And then there's Morbius on the 8th of October.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Literally be anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's Halloween Kills. There's The Last Duel starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. There's Snake Eyes
Shit.
starring Henry Golding. Then we move to November where there's Eternals. Well, we haven't seen anything.
from
Yeah,
it, so yeah.
it's hard to
I
say.
haven't seen anything from most of these movies, so it's very hard to say if they're going to be good or shit.
Yeah, Mission Impossible 7.
But I like to err on the side of shit if I haven't seen anything, so most of them are going to come out of shit. But hopefully Mission Impossible is good.
So it's second
They're
of
kind of on like an upward trend, those movies.
yeah, it's the second of Tom Cruise's releases this year, and it's directed by Christopher McQuarrie. I think he's done the last two. Yeah,
He did do Ghost Protocol, but he did the 5th one and the 6th one.
There's a Disney movie called Encanto. Don't know much about it.
And Carter, like the encyclopedia.
Encanto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. West Side Story, directed by Steven Spielberg.
Nope. I have no interest in musical movies.
December. So, well, I mean, we're at the end of the year. So, Spider-Man Far From Home sequel coming out on the 17th.
Hopefully a trailer out tomorrow. Or today, actually.
When is it
Later
coming out?
today. Yeah.
We can do a live reaction
No, it won't be till like,
late at night.
yeah.
Is he coming on one of the morning talk shows or something?
I don't know. No, probably not. I think they'll just release it at some point.
The last releases of 2021, if everything goes to plan, is Matrix 4.
I don't know. Last 2 Matrix movies aren't great.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. But yeah,
It's hard to say without looking at something of it. We've seen nothing about it,
so my prediction is that
half of these movies won't release.
60% of his movies won't release.
Yeah. Or
So
won't release at the time they say they're going to release.
Yeah. So they won't release this year. I don't think they'll release this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
So the ones that will definitely come out in some form are the ones that were meant to come out last year, I think. Like Black Widow, I think it will come out in some form.
No Time to Die is eventually going to come out, I assume.
He's had plenty of time to die.
Plenty of time to die now. Yeah, I agree. All the ones that were probably going to come out last year will come out. All the ones that were meant to come out this year might be pushed back again.
So what's your most anticipated movie for 2021? Now that we've gone through all of
Out
them.
of all of those.
Yeah.
Come back to me. What's yours?
I might have to think about it as well. It's probably Shang-Chi.
I'm worried for Shang-Chi's. It's just going to be a generic Marvel origin movie.
Yeah, it could be with the Asian cast.
Like a Doctor Strange or like a, what's the other ones? Captain Marvel or
Thor,
Thor.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Yeah, something like those. They're good movies, but they're not great movies.
No, I've got a good feeling about Shang-Chi. I think Eternals will be good as well. Spider-Man 3 might be really good.
Best critical movie out of all these. They'll be critically acclaimed and also people will like it and everyone will be like, this is the best movie this year, is going to be June.
If it comes out.
June will come out because it's finished.
It's finished, but I think they want to wait to see if it can get a theatrical release.
It was meant to get theatrical release in December.
Like this December.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they pushed it.
Yeah.
But now they're doing that HBO Max thing, right?
So they've got it on the... If they can't do it in a year, they're not going to be able to do it anytime soon. So they'll release it. So it'll just be... They'll release it and it probably won't make much money. But everyone will be like, this is the best movie. I don't know if it's my most anticipated, but people will say it's really good.
Yeah, I want to read the book before the movie comes out.
I hear it's pretty hard to read.
In terms of the English. used?
No, it's just like, it's very confusing. Like kind of like Lord of the Rings, kind of hard to read.
Yeah.
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 I think one most anticipated is probably Spider-Man.
Fair enough. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man as well. In terms of the TV shows, so which ones are you most looking forward to?
Do you have a list?
I can get it.
Young Sheldon season 5. I don't know if that's what season they're on. Do you know Young Sheldon's one of the most watched TV shows in the world?
No, I didn't.
NCIS is the top billing
I know.
show.
Yeah, NCIS is one of the...
It is the top, yeah.
Yeah.
And Young Sheldon's up there, man. Young Sheldon's like above.
I didn't realize I didn't realize Big Bang Theory was like so big.
Why do you think they called it Big Bang Theory? Otherwise they would have called it Small Bang Theory. That was a great joke. Everyone loved that.
No, I'm not even going to acknowledge that. Okay, I've got a list here with dates and which streaming service it's coming to. So the first thing that's coming out this year, it's already out. Dickinson season 2.
I got bored in season 1, so probably not. But I like Haley Steinfeld. Oh, Haley Steinfeld, talking about that. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Is that coming out this year? Yeah, I think it is.
What?
Is the Hawkeye coming out this year?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's on this list.
2 shows for Haley Steinfeld this year.
So WandaVision coming out as we speak.
Now.
Literally.
Yeah.
So we'll put
We got to finish this and go watch that.
we'll put a reaction up of what we think of the first. I think the first 2 episodes are coming out today. So we'll put a reaction of that. Apparently Euphoria is really popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my kind of show, but apparently it's good.
So there's another season. A Snoopy show. That's something I'm interested in. February 5th.
That's on Apple TV, isn't it?
Apple TV Plus, yeah.
Talking about Apple TV, I watched this really good show the other day. I think it's the best show last year. Maybe not. It's up there. It's good. It's Ted Lasso.
Oh, yeah? Is that on Apple TV Plus?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. It's really good. I would watch it.
It's
recommend.
Comedy?
It's like dramedy.
Superman and Lois on the CW.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming March 19th. Shadow and Bone on Netflix.
Do not know what that is.
If you're one of the many, many people who just love the YA fantasy adaptation, Shadow and Bone is one to put on your calendar.
I'm not.
Based on the immensely popular books by Lee Bordago.
Immensely popular.
Yeah.
Neither of us have heard of him.
It's got magic and monsters and a big sprawling fantasy world map.
Oh, so it's a Harry Potter ripoff.
Might be.
Yeah.
Loki is coming out in May.
Yeah, okay, that's up there. Loki's up there. Yeah, definitely.
Gossip Girl.
Yeah, they're rebooting that.
Oh, on HBO Max.
Some people, that would be their most anticipated because I know Gossip Girl is a very loved show.
So is it just new cast? Hawkeye is coming out this year.
Oh, yeah, 2 for Haley Steinfeld. Haley Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld.
Lord of the Rings. Is that coming out this year?
Yeah, that's the Amazon one. Yep.
Yeah.
That would be lots of people's most anticipated, I would assume. Common co-host of the podcast, Basker. I reckon that would be his most anticipated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, if they make it well, it's my most anticipated as well. Streaming paid $250 million to acquire the rights to the books from the Tolkien estate.
They have a lot of money, Amazon do.
It's setting the show not within the timeline you might know from the film series, but far before it in the Middle-earth Second Age.
Yeah, I think it's based on like what's that S word? Similarity?
Yeah.
Something like that. Basker, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're listening, yeah. You're probably like, what are these guys talking about? It's currently filming in New Zealand. The show has a cast lacking any big name stars, seemingly banking on the title to sell things. Could be a fun new experimental twist on the universe or one attempt too many to reignite the Game of Thrones fire. Okay, only time will tell. Morning Show Season 2. I heard Morning Show's pretty good.
I heard it's okay. That's also an Apple TV Plus.
All right. There's all this Star Wars stuff. So Star Wars The Bad Batch.
I probably don't know enough about it to be anticipated about it. That's a Rebels thing. No, Clone Wars thing, I think. Yeah.
Clone Wars. The Witcher Season 2.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm not super anticipating it. Also, do you know The Witcher is the most streamed Netflix show ever made?
I think you said this in our Mandalorian episode.
It's true.
I feel like it's not going to be true for much longer, though.
What do you mean?
With all these shows coming up,
yeah,
surely one of them's going to beat it. I think Lord of the Rings has a chance.
Yeah,
maybe one of the Marvel ones might have a chance too. Yeah,
but do you think the Mandalorian would have already beaten it if it was going to be beaten?
Well, the thing is,
Maybe
Star
the
Wars.
Marvel ones, yeah.
Star Wars isn't as popular as people think it is. There's a lot of people that just don't watch Star Wars.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think there's just a very vocal fan base
Yeah.
that make it seem more popular than it is. Anyway,
Lots of people like The Witcher, though. Yeah.
yeah.
That maybe, yeah, I know a couple of people that would be most looking forward to that one.
So we talked about this year in one of our episodes. Why the Last Man? Do you remember the comic book? I'm pretty sure it's based off this.
Oh, it was like a apocalyptic one.
Yeah, so the premise is all the living mammals in possession of the Y chromosome simultaneously drop dead, causing a global bedlam. So it's the one how there was one man that's left, and he has a pet monkey or something. We talked about it in it's a DC slash, what's the other branding?
Valiant? Variant?
It's Vertigo. Vertigo Comics,
okay,
yeah. That's coming to Hulu.
Yeah, that's, look, I'm not super excited about that.
Young Rock. The first time we saw a photo of young Dwayne The Rock Johnson in a black turtleneck and gold chain, we pretty much knew it would inspire a TV series.
Rock's producing this.
The Rock himself will reportedly appear in each episode of this sitcom from the creator of Fresh Off the Boat.
It sounds like, do you remember that show, Everybody Hates Chris?
Yeah.
It sounds like that, except with The Rock.
Could be all right.
Could be as good as Young Sheldon, season 5.
There's another series coming to Amazon, The Wheel of Time. Apparently it's a really long-running series of novels as well, fantasy novels. Is
Percy Jackson coming out this year?
Doesn't
Maybe
look
not.
like it.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't look like it.
I would actually say if Percy Jackson was coming out this year, that would be my most anticipated. No joke.
You're really looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I am. Probably out of these ones, though, look, it's hard for me. It would have been WandaVision, but it's hard for me to say that because it's out now. So I'm not really I'm anticipating it, but it seems like a bit of a cop-out. So probably Loki or Hawkeye.
For me, I think if Lord of the Rings... I just didn't know Lord of the Rings was coming out this year. I didn't think it would be, but it's probably Lord of the Rings and then the Marvel one. So maybe out of the Marvel ones, probably...
I'm going to go with Hawkeye just to, stick firmly on it because I really like Haley Steinfeld. And I think...
and I really like Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, so they'll go well together.
Yeah, I think Hawkeye will be good. It'll be good to see original Avenger again. Yeah, this list has all the other stuff that's going to come on TV, like Super Bowl.
Young Sheldon season 5.
No, it's got events.
Super Bowl, February
7th.
12th, 7th?
Yeah, on CBS.
Super Bowl 51, 52.
55.
55. Oof,
yeah.
It's getting along.
I was just thinking about it because it's always in Roman numerals. I'm like, 55 LV. Yeah, it's got other stuff like Golden Globes and Grammy Awards.
Can you please search Young Sheldon just to know which season it's on?
All right.
I need to know.
Young Sheldon, let's see. What season are we up to? There's 4 seasons so far.
Did I get it right? It's Young Sheldon season 5. It'll come out in September.
Season 4 is first aired on the 5th of November.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be Young Sheldon season 5 next year.
Potentially.
This year, sorry.
Yeah, well, if it gets renewed, yeah.
Well, check. It's probably already renewed.
How can they keep the guy young for so long? Do they just switch over the actors, or?
What do you mean?
Isn't it about the kid?
Yeah, but he grows up as the show grows as well.
But this show's been going on for 4 years?
4 years, yeah. He's still young.
The 5th season of Young Sheldon is set to premiere in 2021.
Yeah. Can't wait. I changed my mind. My most anticipated is Young Sheldon season 5.
Oh, there's that show on Amazon. It's got James Marsden in it. The Stand.
The Stephen King one.
Yeah, that looks all right.
That's not on Amazon. That's on Stan.
No, I thought it was Amazon.
I thought it was Stan. No, you're right. It's Amazon. It's Amazon. Yeah. Nah. Compared to this other stuff, I'm not anticipating that.
Yeah.
Stranger Things season 4, actually, that's huge.
Is that coming out this year?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Maybe the list I had is dodgy.
Yeah. Unless COVID put it back.
Let's see. Coming to Netflix in 2021. Cobra Kai.
I've already seen
out.
it. Yeah. And it's all right. It's not as good as the other 2 seasons. That would have been on my most anticipated if we did this earlier, actually. Cobra Kai season 3.
Did it let you down?
A little bit, but it's a cheesy show anyway, so it's not like high quality television.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So
stuff.
it goes Young Sheldon season 5 and then Cobra Kai season 3.
Peaky Blinders season 6. Shane Warne would be into that.
What, because of his hats?
Haven't you seen him? How he's like, I want to be on Peaky Blinders.
Oh, is that why he keeps wearing those hats?
Sex Education Season 3.
Yeah. Look, the first 2 seasons are really good television, but it's not my most anticipated. That's like something I see, oh, it's coming out this Friday, I should watch it, kind of thing, not waiting months to watch it.
Stranger Things Season 4 is coming out.
I think that's up there. Stranger Things Season 4 would be number 2 for me after Young Sheldon Season 5.
You Season 3.
Nah, Season 2 was trash.
All 70 movies Netflix is releasing in 2021.
Nah, don't give a shit. We're talking about TV shows.
Is there anything good in here? There's going to be another Princess Switch, right? Yes,
Yeah.
Princess Switch 3.
There's that Red Notice movie. That's the biggest Netflix movie ever made.
Red Notice.
It's got Dwayne Johnson,
Ryan Reynolds.
and Gal Gadot.
Apparently there's another Chris Hemsworth movie called Escape.
Extraction 2.
Well, I don't know if it's
I think it is Extraction 2, isn't it?
It's called
Escape Extraction.
Escape from Spider.
Escape from Extraction.
A sci-fi about 2 prisoners who take part in a new drug test in exchange for shortened prison sentences.
Oh, okay. Doesn't sound like Extraction. Unless they're going for a sideways turn with that movie.
But yeah, there's heaps coming, either to streaming or to theatrical.
Okay, so my most anticipated TV show is 1, Young Sheldon Season 5, and then 2, Stranger Things Season 4.
Mine is
And then
probably,
Hawkeye.
yeah, TV shows wise, it's probably Lord of the Rings, and I'm probably also looking forward to Hawkeye.
And Young Sheldon Season 5.
I've never seen a single. I've seen
I haven't
five
seen it.
5 minutes of Big Bang Theory, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
I've seen a bit of Big Bang Theory. I actually haven't seen Young Sheldon before. Maybe do you want to watch that instead of WandaVision?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. What does it come? What channel does it come on? Is it on streaming?
CBS.
Is it on streaming for us?
No, I don't think it is.
How do people watch it here?
It's on like channel
9
or something, or channel 10. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's on 9. Watch now for free.
yeah.
All right, let's do it.
But actually, it would have been. I wouldn't say if WandaVision was coming out later, it would have been WandaVision. But I feel like we're there with WandaVision, so it doesn't count really. So
Still 2021, but
yeah, it does. For me, it doesn't count because it's right now. But anticipation, probably Hawkeye, and then Stranger Things and Hawkeye equal.
Winter Soldier.
Nah, it's further down. Young Sheldon's above that.
Okay, cool. That's all we had, I think. This episode's it's a bit of a anticlimax. I was actually really looking forward to this episode, but there's really not that much to talk about.
It's unfortunate, but there was this thing called a global pandemic.
Yeah, I know, and it's still continuing.
But through adversity rises Young Sheldon Season 5. Better than all previous seasons.
All right, cool. If people want to get in touch with us, how do they go about it?
So they can contact us on all platforms at Cognitive Recalibration, or email us at cognitiverecalibrationpodcast@gmail.com.
And if you want to support the podcast, you can do so by giving us a good review on iTunes or Spotify, because it makes us more discoverable on search engines. Well, we also have Amazon affiliate links where you can purchase anything from Amazon and we get a bit of a kickback. If you also want to support us further, you can give us a one-off donation via Buy Me a Coffee, which we'll use to further develop the podcast. Next episode, we might talk about Soul. We watched Soul a couple of weeks ago. We haven't had a chance to talk about it, so maybe we'll do an episode on Soul.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Thought it was all right. No, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good.
You thought it wouldn't be good
When was this?
last year.
I just think everything's not good until I see it. So keep my expectations low, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks again for joining us in 2021, and we'll be releasing episodes regularly this year, so stay tuned and subscribe. I guess till next time, stay safe and see ya.
See